All right, so yeah, back to this another what's it called? Interaction I wasn't expecting. Basically in the previous part after I battled both Nora and Damien. We ultimately need to go inside the Utira library, basically just to learn more about the prophecy. If we go to the right, there's an abandoned wing. There's an interaction with Nora, Damien, and the librarian. But before that, I guess should show a couple of things. I moved Demix back into the. Actually, I can show it like this. There is a move tutor in the library. He teaches you your Pokemon some moves. Like one of them's Endeavor, so I was able to get Jackbox knowing Endeavor as opposed to like another normal type attack. So that just opens the door for like new strategies or whatnot. And then I was able to get Demix to learn Fake Out, which that's actually pretty good because that's basically just an extra little bit of damage on pretty much all but ghost types. So I'll probably keep it on, and I did move Demix back into the party and put Crobat in the PC. But yeah, basically we're just gonna get through this. Yeah, doors locked. Sign the door reads abandoned wing keep out. Oh, I wanted to mention one more thing. I'll do that after this. An abandoned wing, nice find. That just might be where the prophecy is stored. I agree. Nobody knows the prophecy except for the cult leaders. It would have been hidden somewhere. Most people won't look. And then that's the librarian or whatnot. Are you three going to the abandoned wing? May I ask what about interests you? Because I mean, that's like a genuine thing though. Presumably, like if let's just say you're like a librarian and you see people like trying to go into like an abandoned wing or like something that's like directly closed off to the public, you're gonna be, even if you don't like immediately try and stop them, you're gonna be wondering why. Like, oh, we're going to look for a very old bookstore. And then, yeah, Red's Nora's text. We're trainers, you see. We're trying to take down the cults. And we figure that the one prophecy about them might be back here. I see. Be surprised at how many people look for that prophecy. And that's coming from the librarian. And they're signed tourists. I'll let you in if you want. There's no prophecy back there, but there's that one glowing orb. Orb, what do you mean? That's right. It's been there since this library was built. It's only one of many different odds and ends lying around in the wing. For whatever reason, people believe it has something to do with the prophecy, so they'll try and get it to react to them. I've already seen hundreds of people leave disappointed. Do you really want to waste your time? Well, I may as well try, right? Damien, for once in your life, you're right. I don't understand why, like, everyone's roasting Damien. Like, in the first run, in the first playthrough, I was, like, going along with it. I'm like, ha, Damien sucks. He's such a dunce or dope. And I'm like, why is everyone roasting Damien? Listen, please, I promise we'll be quick. Fine, but you really will need to be fast. So that basically just gives us infinite time, presumably. Glowing orb is in the far end of the abandoned wing. I'll take you to go see it. Be careful though. There are both wild Pokemon, possibly even trainers back here. How how many trainers are just chilling in the abandoned wing? Like, because presumably it's abandoned and like closed off to the public. So how did like even trainers get in there? Do trainers just like go anywhere then? Let's go find out what the future holds. Okay, you guys, I wanted to actually show one thing before that. And also, well, I want to show two things. One, these little portraits, the eyes actually move. So, like, if you walk in front of it, you notice the white dots moving, which are the eyes, which is actually pretty cool. One person, I think it was one dude in this section or whatnot. He actually says it. Like he says, "Don't those or that this guy's actually moved to our left. I was it this person who said that they followed you around or whatnot? Okay, no, never mind. Oh yeah, and this what's it called? That guy mentions Lieutenant Surge. But what I wanted to show was, oh, this is the normal. I forgot because we went one left from the from the one to the right. So that was just neutral. I think it's this guy, or no, it's this guy who says the eyes move. He said the paints on the wall are a bit creepy. Sometimes I swear those eyes follow me around because they actually are though. But one thing I want to show is actually this. So okay, I went the wrong way. Yeah, I didn't read it. Also, there's those are busts of elm and oak. So I think that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, So yeah, if you go up here in the ladder, there's actually like a secret wing of books here, which is interesting. And I just wanted to showcase that. Let's see, with the books you find up here, some of them contain dangerous or confidential information. And it's like the upper floor is bizarre. The books are just so darn interesting. I mean, it's literally accessed through a ladder. It's not even like it's hidden. This book talks about Univin language structure. That's actually what the book Nora was looking for. So she was presumably up here reading that. There's a book here about yeah, this is just a little reference that the owners of the mom put in. See, it contains information on how someone Darkrai. Let's hope Persephone doesn't see this one. But here's the thing, she has tried and failed. So presumably she's at least read the book. This book seems to be filled with various cosmological horrors. Nice. Unfortunately, none of their main books are very interesting. I'll talk about that once I get through this bottom row, because there actually is something for that. Let's see, creation of Delta Pokemon through experimentation. Horrific on first thought. So yeah, the experimentation, presumably linked to the perfection cult. This book seems to be purring. Don't touch the book. About the worship of Giratina and discusses potential ways to free it. There's no Giratina cult though, so that shouldn't be that really shouldn't be too much of an issue. Deep sea Pokemon that the government has been hiding from the population. Kyogre, presumably is that related to the Abyssal cult. That's why I'm like Kyogre. Let's see, revolve around the backstories. There's some prominent ghost type Pokemon, Chandelure, Drifloon, and Banette. Because like their Pokedex entries are like they steal souls or something, or that they died to be a Pokemon. Let's see, written in Latin. Let's not worry about it. Completely blank except for one page. It says Team Rocket was here. Team Rocket exists in Torn confirmed. But there was actually a book here in this spot where it says none of their main books are very interesting. The book, if you read the book, ultimately what you do is, well, basically you get an item, and the item is Book of Leaves. And it's a book that can hold different kinds of leaves, which allows a certain Delta Pokemon to change experience. Basically, what you actually read here in what is contained within the Book of Leaves is it's actually like a diary or journal entry from an ex-Perfection cult member. Basically, they say that the earlier abandoned Perfection laboratory that we saw, I can actually show it on the Dex nav. Let's see, where's the map? The earlier, okay, why is my thing all the way up there? So in, no, it's actually in Mechi Town, if you surf up as opposed to down, because obviously you have to surf down to get to Vidpix City. But, or was it Route 4? No, yeah, you got to surf down Route 4 to get to Vidpix City or whatnot. If you surf up instead, you get to the abandoned Perfection cult laboratory. And basically, what the ex-Perfection cult member says was basically they originally joined the Cult of Perfection or whatnot to sort of learn more about Pokemon or whatnot. Because the goal of the Perfection cult is they believe that sort of unlocking the secrets of Pokemon or whatnot are going to lead to an into the Golden Age or whatever. That's basically what the book said. But they said that as they worked more and more, they realized that, you know, what they were doing to the Pokemon weren't humane or whatnot. And that ultimately, like, Rukra just straight up didn't care so long as he got results or answers that he wanted. What the ends justify the means, pretty much. And the ex-Perfection cult member didn't agree with that. So ultimately, what they did was they put, because ultimately, you know, the Perfection cult, we know there's only 2 members really, but so there was more in the past, and this was one of them. But ultimately, basically, if you go against a cult's wishes, when you join a cult, it's like a death pact or whatnot, where if you go against the cult, you die. So basically, this ex-Perfection cult member knew that pretty much when they would leave or if they would do something fishy, they'd probably get killed by Rukra. So ultimately, what the last thing they did was to create like a Delta Pokemon that would ultimately destroy the Perfection cult laboratory, or whatever their previous creation was. Ultimately, just ended up destroying basically everything, so that the Perfection cult needed to start over. That's why the laboratory was abandoned X years ago, likely when the cults first started forming. Maybe even before it was probably at the time of the first auger. I wouldn't say before. But yeah, basically, ultimately, and this goes into what this Book of Leaves is. Basically, it allows a certain Delta Pokemon, which I could look up Book of Leaves. It may be in the Insurgence wiki. I'll need to find what Delta Pokemon's for, but basically the Delta Pokemon we find that can be affected by the Book of Leaves ultimately is the one that destroyed the Perfection Cult laboratory X years ago during the first Augur. But yeah, that was a lot of information from that single book, because it really shows that the Perfection Cult was probably a more centralized, prominent cult like the other cults. Because this was after, again, the first Augur started cracking down. But ultimately, because the cults want to, basically just summon their legendary or whatnot, the Pokemon they worship. So that's a goal that's very scarce of them achieve, or that they achieve very scarcely. Only the Sky Call has been able to achieve it so far, with basically Yair needing to control the whole region and the Sky Call, like in order to like mobilize those resources or whatnot. So yeah, now we're in the Abandoned Wing. I'm pretty sure there are Pokemon here or whatnot. But yeah, that's what it took. And ultimately, so no other cult has achieved it. So it's easy to keep working towards a goal when you don't hit it. But ultimately, if it's like the Perfection Cult, where they're just unlocking the secrets of Pokemon, if it involves like constant experimentation, like quote unquote, like inhumane treatment of Pokemon, that'll ultimately become an issue eventually, as opposed to simply trying to summon a legendary. Because you'll never, like, again, it's very scarce that you summon a legendary. So if you work towards it, it's ultimately more worth it, as opposed to just inhumane experimentation, which seemingly has no end or goal in sight. Just in general, trying to unlock the secrets or strength of Pokemon. Basically, the difference really is the goal. So it makes more sense why a cult like the Perfection Cult will be short man, where it's just Ruka Untamed versus a more prominent centralized cult or whatnot. But yeah, let's keep going. Actually, I still think I have a Repel, so I'm gonna want to use that, I think. But yeah, so the Book of Leaves was really interesting. I may just end it. No, I don't want to end it here. It's only been 12 minutes. I can probably just get through. I can probably just get through the rest of the. Yeah, I think I can get through the rest of the trainers, because there are trainers, like they said, on our way to the prophecy or whatnot. But yeah, I think ultimately I'll just go through all of them, because it's only been like 12 minutes or whatnot. Okay, yeah, that person's literally like intangible or whatnot. You shouldn't be back here. They're literally like transparent. Let's see. Medium media, Lampens. Good thing I have Night Slash on this thing. Probably one shot it. Like one shot should just kill him. Or one Night Slash. That's not even an evolved Pokemon. Yeah, definitely won't survive. Obviously, we gain our life force. But what matters is that Demix is gaining a lot of experience. Yeah. Trying to get to at least level 44. So that's when it learns Water Stone. We can evolve it. So yeah, there's a Spirit. So yeah, we can just Icicle Crash this, because Night Slash isn't super effective. Okay, that's unfortunate. But yeah, yeah, that's just very unfortunate. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, and that kills it. I'm like, the Cleaver is such. Like Delta Scyther. They moved Misdreavus later in the game, because I was wondering, Delta Misdreavus. That's a Pokemon I had in my 2-year-old update or whatnot, but this update doesn't have it until later in the game. So ultimately, they moved Delta Misdreavus later in the game, because I had in my original playthrough I had a Demon Spicy Ice Cleaver, and then I had a Delta Lombre. But ultimately, my last two Pokemon were Delta Budu and Delta Misdreavus, but I can't get Delta Misdreavus now until later in the game. Also, yeah, you can encounter Pokemon back here. I'm not sure if I've already said that, but I go this way, right? Surprised I haven't encountered any yet. Let's see, yeah, so, okay, yeah, this guy's like intangible or whatnot. Library is full of ancient spirits. All right. Perseus. Yeah, just go Night Slash here. They'll probably outspeed me. Oh no, I'm still faster. Oh my god. god, so close to level. I got 5,000 experience. Or a sphere. Or that's an interesting move. I'm gonna want that. I think I get rid of charge beam here. Yeah, I can get rid of charge beam here because I could always reteach it charge beam. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see, or sphere. If I get encounter a wild Pokemon, I'll just kill it with Cleaver because that should be enough to level it up. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything to our left. Yeah, I'm just gonna build that. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, just go with my good one shot it. Oh, there we go. But yeah, that should be enough. There we go. Enough to level her up. Yeah, so and then that's some nice EXP for Demix too. But yeah, now I can use which Pokemon wasn't level 50? Because I'm trying to get my team up to level 50. Yeah, so let's swap Cleaver for Spicy Ice. And then Spicy Ice for Sandman. Yeah, I mean this is kind of what this is. The only reason I'm still recording this is because I actually don't have a lot of, mainly because there was 0 time, but I still, okay, I can't pass through there. But I still wanted to get that interaction or whatnot. Let's quick save here before we get into this room. Yeah, more trainers. Oh my god. Let's see. I couldn't be bothered to fight these. I only did it was one battle from Delta Scyther to level up or whatnot. Let's see. Prophecy won't react to you any more than it has to everyone else. Don't know how they know we're after Prophecy, but I mean, they're like, honestly, we don't even know if they're alive. So, like, we should take it with a grain of salt. Like, those are probably, I wonder if, like, the dead people are symbolic or something. Like, symbolic of people who change Prophecy. Cults or maybe even on God. It's probably like much into it. They're probably just trying to make it like uh, yeah, let's kill that. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. So that's Drift Bun. So now we can just use a Rock Tomb. I wonder if that'll two-shot it. I don't know. He's to learn about a Rock type move. I need to get like a Rock Slide at some point. Either Rock Slide or Stone Edge. I also need to get PP ups because I mean, it's like, yeah, I have so many like 5 PP moves on my team, so it's kind of a pain. Shadow Ball really won't do anything. Yeah, so now we can just, well, I guess all of them besides Earthquake 100 accuracy, so let's just do that. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's some experience. Sandman's actually close to level 1. Demix for level 38. Not you at all. Like, well, you're like a dead person. You don't matter here. Oh, do we go up here? I have no clue. I may be going like inefficient. Yeah, I mean Dustclops not gonna fight or what. Just gonna yeah, I mean so oh yeah, I had to go up. Alright, I see. Yeah, I just really this is really can't escape. I guess any move well if it uses like Shadow Ball, obviously that'll do more damage or whatnot. So oh yeah, we had to go up anyways. There another trainer? No, that was the only trainer. What about no? Let's see. This may actually be the last room, and if that's the case, I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, this may be the last room, and if that's the case, I'm ultimately gonna save and end it here because I want to do some. I want to like save that for next time or whatnot. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Okay, yeah, there's Damien, Nora, and whoever that guy is. So I'm gonna save here. Yeah, and then I'm gonna end it. And then in the next time we'll do whatever encounter we have here. I just want to save it for a different time. Again, this was kind of this was a shorter one, but I still wanted to get the what was it? I wanted to get the interaction between Damien, Nora, and the bookkeeper, like Zachary, librarian Zachary, or whatnot. I wanted to get that interaction. So yeah, I guess that's it for this one. See you in the next one.